You couldn't leave well enough alone, punk, could ya? Nah, you had to push it. Thanks to Netflix's Cobra Kai, Johnny Lawrence has not only redeemed himself, but he's become a character of legend. Before that, well, no one other than Barney Stinson viewed him as the true hero of the Karate Kid.
He is not the Karate Kid! The Karate Kid was William Zabka, star pupil of the Cobra Kai dojo, whom this monster defeated with a cheap, illegal head kick in the most tragically haunting film ending of all time.
Well, maybe that's not true. Anyway, William Zabka had his major breakout role as the wealthy, good-looking, blonde bully of the original Karate Kid. He was the direct nemesis of the antagonist, working-class Jersey kid, Daniel LaRusso, who has just moved into Reseda, California, and is now tasked with breaking into a new school, a new culture, and a new life, all against his wishes. Yeah, Daniel could have most likely avoided Johnny's wrath, but he chose to get involved out of chivalry in defense of the beautiful Elizabeth Shue's character, Allie. Herein lies the question hotly debated. Did Daniel bring the wrath upon himself by not minding his own business, or did Johnny overreact because he was taught to show no mercy by his sensei John Kreese of Cobra Kai Dojo?
Deaf? Oh, man. Go on.
When he's deaf, Johnny.
Yeah, just get... All right.
I guess it all depends on the point of view. But enough of that debate. Fast forward almost 40 years later, and here we have a more developed Johnny Lawrence who has not only redeemed himself, but has reconciled his ways, finally, with Daniel. Well, sort of. It's no secret that this show has hit maximum success, and that is largely due to the staying power of the core stars, as well as the excellent writing by the show developers. Johnny might be well known, but did you know that William Zabka played a few other big-time 80s jerks in cinema? Yeah? Really? You did? How about one of our favorites, Chas Osborne, in the hilarious comedy vehicle starring Rodney Dangerfield and a young and rebounding Robert Downey Jr. in 1986's Back to School. Chas is a central antagonist again, you guessed it, a jerk.
Melon, buddy, what do you say? Let me in, okay?
Who constantly belittles and bullies Jason Mellon, played by Keith Gordon, at the college they are both supposedly swimming for. Yeah, it's about a swim team or something like that. Anyway, Chas Osborne doesn't want Jason on the diving team, and he really doesn't like it when Valerie Desmond, played by Terry Farrell, likes Jason instead of him. He's different than what we see in Johnny in that Chas is more like a cowardly lion. All roar, no bite. Zabka intentionally plays him as an elitist frat boy wannabe. Still, he's quite the douche. Next up is an immediate follow-up to Karate Kid with 1985's B coming-of-age classic, Just One of the Guys. I guess you can call it that. It's definitely B-movie material anyway. Okay, so here's the quick short. Zabka once again takes up the mantle as resident jackass with his character Greg Tolan, loosely based on Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. Terry Griffith, the main character, is an aspiring teenage journalist from Phoenix, Arizona, who feels that her teachers do not take her articles seriously because of her good looks. After failing to get her dream job as a newspaper intern, she comes to the conclusion that it is all because she's a girl. With her parents out of town on a 2-week Caribbean vacation, Terry decides to remedy the situation. Enrolling at a rival high school, she disguises herself as a boy with help from her friend and her brother. Greg Tolan, the high school bad boy bodybuilder played by Zabka, is a cross between Johnny and Chas. He picks on the kids who are seemingly nerdier or less athletically inclined. He's not as aggressive as Johnny, but he's also not as passive as Chas Osborne. His jerkery? Is that a word? Well, it climaxes at the senior prom when he causes a huge fight that ends in his character being thrown through the punch table. This all reveals the central plot, which is honestly not that great. Well, there you have it. 3 80s jerks played by the king of the jerks, William Zabka. Who are you here for? Check out all 3 movies and decide for yourself. We give William Zabka a 5 out of 5 attack points for sheer 80s badassery. Honestly, who can't think of him when the word bully is mentioned? If you're liking the content, be sure to give this video a like, get involved in the comments section, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Attack of the B-Movies content. If you missed last week's episode, you can click the link right here and find out what in the flip Halloween's John Carpenter has to do with Mortal Kombat.